monitoring the Willian St gauge and seeing that it is reading incorrectly for a period of 30 days or more. Flows that are being read are at 50.1 CFS, and then going to the site to observe the conditions, observing that it would be very difficult to get the measurements of the velocities in the area. So I had to relocate a quarter-mile upstream to underneath the 680 freeway to get the width ratios of 13 feet from the zero mark to the westerly northerly bank was 13 feet. With the current width ratios and the flows I was seeing, I could see that it was about 3 to 5 CFS. This visual survey was on January the 23rd. It started at 10 a.m. on Fisher Creek on the Coyote watershed at the two dual culvert systems of the gauging as the water is sent over the gauge, and seeing that that is the first barrier for any migratory species of fish, as well as migratory animals trying to move through these dual culvert systems. The threats that this rubble poses for migratory fish and many other animals trying to move through the culvert systems to get to the other side of Monterey Road. Observing the turbidity and the flows reaching the Coyote Creek system. Temperatures on both the Coyote and Fisher Creek were 58 degrees. Observing as flows come into Coyote Creek from Fisher Creek. Observing the transitions of the renewed channel of all the gravel abundance, but note that the whole tree canopy is now gone. Noting how the flows leaving the Metcalf Pond areas, traveling underneath the 101, moving to the lower watershed at Even Vale gauge. Looking at the gauge, Even Vale gauge, to a split channel filled in gauge station to a transition. Having to travel 60 yards downstream to get the width ratios of 8 feet in width. You could see the flows. Observing the flows reach the Singleton Road crossing and observing that the culverts are all blocked and the disarray that these pipes are in. Standing in front of the pipes and looking through the pipes, only one has light moving through it, while the other is so badly rotted out and no light could be seen to the other end. Estimated flows at 5 CFS. Observing flows on Lower Silver Creek gauge in the vicinity of King Road and McKean, but this is actually Woozer Bridge, and you'll see the flows at least being 10 to 12 CFS in this film. Temperatures are staying in the low to mid 55 degrees to 56 degrees within new projects.